and we have a live band playing that to let us in, I think it would be so fun to be on set already dancing.
Mm, here's the thing, and I'm going to besmirch the good name of Jennifer Hudson right now. But
Hmm.
that spirit circle she does,
Yeah.
the spirit tunnel, I find that to be so frightening. I feel like if I was a guest on her show, I would be up for weeks stressing in the middle of the night
Mm.
about that. And I feel the same about if we were just to. Is it like when Ellen used to dance out?
No, we're not going to come out to it. We'll just be there already. Mm, mm, mm,
Just
mm.
bopping.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, I
Yeah.
want to address the elephant in the room. I am wearing different sunglasses today. I did have the heart ones prepared, but the way my morning's going, this one felt more true to my soul.
Oh no. What happened?
What didn't happen this morning? So, as you can tell, I'm in a new location. A new band poster is behind me. So, I am at my parents' beach house. I'm in my dad's
Okay.
office, decorated by yet more merch from the various music festivals he's been to. So I thought to myself, look at me. I have to be here because, well, don't have to be here. I'm coming here because I'm having a girls' weekend with my high school friends, and they're
Uh-huh.
coming in this evening. So I was thinking to myself, I could either do the live as we usually do from my home and then drive the 2.5 hours and like edit somewhere in between there and then hope that I get there before my girlfriends get here. And then I was like, you know what? No, I'm an adult. I can plan, I can do things. So I got up early. My plan was to drive to the beach for then us to be live from the beach and just set my weekend off on the right note.
Mm-hmm.
Now, it's just me and AB here for the girls' weekend. And I did learn upon driving to the beach that baby girl gets car sick.
Uh,
And not only that, but I haven't shared this, I think, with the main feed cuties. The Patreon cuties are aware, but my daughters and Dr. Bald were in a car accident a couple weeks ago. Everybody's fine, but Dr. Bald's car is totaled. So we
yeah.
have been like operating off of one car in the meantime and like borrowing various family members' cars. And so I was delighted that I get to borrow my grandmother's car, which does have access to Sirius
One
XM.
second, Chelsea. I've never done this before. Keep talking to yourself. Someone's calling. I think it's Amazon.
Okay. I'll tell the cuties then. So I was so delighted to be able to have access to Sirius XM because now they are fully catering to the millennial experience. We've got Pop 2K, we've got 2010 hits. It's like 4 consecutive channels of just the bops from the early aughts. But it does hit different when Fireball is playing and then you look over and your little baby puppy is just reverse deep throating, just dry heaving, wet heaving dog food all over the car.
Huh.
So that was the
What's
first
Fireball?
dun 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 dun, dun fireball.
Oh, I don't know that.
What? You have to know Fireball. It came out in like 2010. It's the sole reason why to this day I cannot drink Fireball.
Well, I'm a little older than you. So I was out of college already when that came out. Maybe it just sounded like a headache to me.
Maybe, but I feel like it was a pretty big bop. In the chat, cuties weigh in. I feel like maybe my rendition of it didn't do it justice. Of da 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 da. But we have to be careful what music we play on
I
YouTube.
know. I'm going to
I
mute
would,
myself and listen
yeah,
to
I
it for
would
a
play you a
second.
little sample, but so
We
that
got
was the
blocked in Russia.
yeah, that was the first hiccup to my day. Now I arrived to the beach house. And number one, as is tradition, anytime I record from a place outside of my usual recording studio, you don't know Fireball?
Never heard this in my life.
Oh my God, that is like a quintessential,
Pitball featuring John Ryan?
yes.
No, I don't know him.
Anytime it would come on, me and my friends would take Fireball shots. And
Oh.
I think it was Tom and Kix Hamlet from Dumpster Dive that coined the term, you don't drink Fireball, you do Fireball, like you're doing
Mm.
drugs. And I agree based on my experience. Okay, Victor in the chat is saying, I know that song. Everyone does.
Not
Apparently, not
everyone. You can't
everyone.
say that anymore.
So, the second thing that happened as I arrived today was I was getting myself all set up. I'm patting myself on the back. Look at me. I left early, so even with the barf explosion in the front seat, I still made it with plenty of time. And then I heard beep.
Termites?
No, the
Oh,
smoke
crickets is what
detector.
I meant, by the way.
Termites? No, the smoke detector upstairs starts
Uh-huh.
beeping.
Okay.
Then the smoke detector in the downstairs starts
Was the house
beeping.
on fire?
The house was not on fire, 3 smoke detectors out of batteries. And I thought to myself, that's strange. How suspicious that my parents knew I was going to be here this weekend. I arrive, and when I call them to say, hey, all of the smoke detectors are beeping, they sure did know exactly where those smoke detector batteries were, just already out in the
Huh.
kitchen on the counter, as if they expected someone to change them for them.
That's suspicious.
That's suspicious. Now, I do see that I am staying at this beach house and my friends are getting a free place to stay. So,
Yeah.
that's you scratch my back, I change your smoke detectors. That's fine. But then, Donnie, I changed the smoke detector. It kept beeping. The other
Oh,
ones
no.
downstairs are fine. The one upstairs, I changed it. It kept beeping. Then I unplugged it from the wall. It kept beeping.
Oh, that's the worst.
I ripped out all of the cords. It kept beeping. It is still beeping. My eyes are twitching. This sound, this is a Big Brother competition. You should write this down for Big Brother 40 of just 2 beeps every 60 seconds.
That is crazy. Maybe I will. Because I was trying to make one yesterday where I am Jennifer Love Hewitt from 911, obviously. And you have to. And there's going to be me answering different phones, and you have to count how many times I answer each phone. But then I looked into how much phones cost, and they're like $35 for landline phones. I don't have that kind of money to spend on props. $90 just for fake phones? Well, real phones that I won't be using.
Why wouldn't you just have people let you use their cell phones?
Because, like, it has to be very different colors. You know?
Oh, I see.
So that I could just buy phone cases and do it with that.
Or just
Like a
change
hot
the
pink one.
ringtone.
Yeah. All right, I'll think about it.
Yeah. Victor in the chat says that Donnie has alienated the entire cricket community for confusing them with termites.
I know.
But
I'm
the
really
way my
showing
day is
true colors.
going, if all of a sudden this wall falls down, it might be termites. So, anywho. Oh, and the neighbors next door are currently getting a new roof. So if you hear saws or construction equipment, there's that too.
All right, well, tell me something good. I don't like your attitude.
I know. I'm going to turn it around.
Smile. Get it? Because
we
she's a
just-
woman?
But we've just been preparing for Halloween. We're all going as different werewolves this year. Coco has the most horrifying mask I've ever seen in my life, but as a backup plan, she has started wearing werewolf ears and painting her face and like imagining what she would look like with her little fangs every day. Every day she gets home from school and she transforms into a werewolf. And now I think her latest idea is she's going to be a werewolf dressing up as a werewolf. So when she takes off the mask, it's like a wig reveal on RuPaul's Drag Race. She takes off the mask and boom, she's still a werewolf.
She's like a nesting doll.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the other thing that has started happening, which might be contributing to the overall vibe of me right now. And then when you talk, I am going to change to my heart sunglasses. I'm going to, start the day over, as that Michael Franti song once said. But
Are you
the
about
other
to cry?
No, I just have a little bit of a cold.
Okay, I was like, Jesus Christ, let's just log out.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in. Subscribe to our Patreon. No, but the other thing that's contributing to the overall vibe is Sapphire has learned about the Halloween soundtrack, and she has just been putting it on Spotify from the time she gets home till the time she goes to bed. Da 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 da.
Why?
She likes it. She finds it soothing. So I have Coco dressed as a werewolf, Sapphire just coloring in her little tutu dress to the Halloween soundtrack. Things are going fine. How was your week?
No, wait. Everyone's being a werewolf. What kind is Sapphire being? From Monster High?
Yes,
Oh,
Claudine
thank
Wolf.
God. Okay,
Yeah.
good. Is anyone being Teen Wolf? You or Dr. Ball?
Dr. Bald is debating. if that's going to be, he hasn't decided because he loves werewolf movies. So
Yeah.
he's got a bunch of things that he's got up his sleeves.
And you?
I'm just being a generic werewolf. The
Oh,
leftovers from the various costumes we've been putting together.
I suppose, but when Judy Greer from Cursed is right there, I think it's mandatory.
Maybe that will be mine.
Please. My week was good. I went to the okay. I have to give updates from the party on Friday night. So
Oh,
I went
yes.
to I went
What
to
did
that
you end
party.
up wearing?
I just wore a black lace shirt and like a little chain necklace and black jeans and black shoes. And my date wore something similar. Like if we were gonna be anything, it would be like American Horror Story Coven adjacent.
Okay.
But that's okay because no one really knew what the dress code was, Chelsea. Because there were people. Okay, so the upstairs, as you may recall, was like live artists. So the Go Go Boys had like angel wings or like were cherub adjacent, and then the painters were in togas. Like the people painting or drawing them, sketching them, were in togas. So that
Okay.
was like the people who planned the party seemed to be on the same page that it is like Mount Olympus, Greek artists, whatever. Fine.
Because what did the dress code say? Like,
Pagan slut.
yeah.
Yeah,
They
that's
set
where it
themselves
lost
up.
us. Yeah, because some people were like in horns. Some people were like shadow demons, like full face paint with like you could just see white eyes. Like it was very scary. Someone, and maybe he was really on brand. Pagan slut. It is
Oh,
what he
God.
was, I guess. Fully naked, Chelsea.
Their neighbors are staring in the window.
Oh,
They're out for a
okay.
walk. Okay,
All
go
right.
on. Sorry.
No, it's okay. That there was one man, old, fully naked.
Huh. Well, maybe he was the pagan slut.
I think so. I think he was like supposed to be a sacrifice, just fully naked. And at first, I've seen this man there before. And like this bar, and he was naked before. This bar has like something normal upstairs. Who am I to say normal? Anything is normal if
Sure.
it's what you want to do. But like last time I was at this bar was a Mean Girls drag show on October 3rd. So
And he
like
was naked?
well, the downstairs is a sex party, and
Okay.
there is a bathroom downstairs. So anyway, he came up last time to use the bathroom fully naked, and I was like, well, there's a sex party downstairs. Who am I to judge? But then again today or at the party fully naked. So I think that's just how he dresses when he goes.
I kind of love the commitment.
I know. Now
It's
what?
like a child who dresses up as the same thing for like 6 consecutive Halloweens.
Yeah.
He's like, okay, pagan slut, got it. Mean girls, I'll show you my mean girl.
Now what made me sad is at first, he was just truly walking around naked, going to the bathroom, watching the art show, getting a drink at the bar, everything just fully nude. About 3 hours in, and 3 hours is like quite a time length of to make a change. About 3 hours in, he started covering his little bits with his hands when he walked around. So,
Oh.
like, I don't know if he heard someone make fun of him or what, but I do like that if he did, all he did was cover his privates. He didn't, like, put clothes on.
Yeah, he was like, I'll meet you in the middle. I'm not gonna put on undies, but I'll cover my twig and berries.
Yeah, it was very sweet.
Hmm.
I too am doing Halloween prep, Chelsea, and I had a costume that I was very excited for. Perhaps the best costume of my life. It hasn't arrived yet, so if it fits, it'll be.
You've
the best
been
costume
really
of my life.
hyping this up.
Yeah, the people won't know what to do with themselves when they see it. But as always, I currently have a hyper focus as well. So you know that like. As I was planning my 39th birthday, Big Brother 40 got in my head. I didn't even care about Big Brother 39, or I didn't even care about my 39th birthday anymore. The Big Brother 39 is disgusting. So I have this costume that like I truly feel like all roads have led to this. Seeds have been planted. The people will be ecstatic. But then I'm binge watching Stranger Things, and I was like, wait a second, I'm bald headed. I would be great as 11. So I did buy a costume. Now I'm just gonna have 2 costumes because I'm gonna be 11.
That's a great one for you.
Thank you. And
I am so surprised that you're enjoying Stranger Things with a short-haired woman.
actually, this is when I tell the truth. I did watch Stranger Things season 1 when it was first on, and I forget everything about it. So, like, this is not a gimmick when I say, like, oh my God, Barb said, I truly been in black myself. I don't remember anything.
If they listen to
You're-
this podcast, it's
Oh, true.
believable that you could completely watch a first season and not remember it. We have the same conversation. We have the same 6 conversations in different orders every single week.
Okay, that's fair. But then, Chelsea, when it came back for season 2, she had grown her hair out a little bit. And I was like, ew, I don't like it. And I stopped watching.
Oh.
So 11 needs to be bald headed for me.
Now, I want to circle back really quick to the naked man at the party because there is an important question in the chat. Where did he keep his wallet when paying for drinks?
I assume he just opened a tab and kept the card there the whole night. But last time I was at a sex party, I left my wallet there and I went back down to get it, and there was a man sitting on where my wallet, and there I did pull it right out of his crack. Still have that wallet to this day. It's good luck at this point.
Oh, the places your wallet will go.
Victor in the chat also said, don't forget the Eggos for my costume. And funny you should say that, because the Halloween party I'm going to as 11 is my friend Emily's. Emily, famously the one I terrorize all the time. Before there was you, Chelsea, there was Emily. And I bet she prays to God every night and thanks for your existence, because the energy I channel into you does take some away from her. Now, it doesn't take it all away, because as soon as I decided I was 11, I sent her an adult waffle costume and said, I don't know what you planned on being, but this is what you will be being.
You will accompany my second place costume as yours
to your own party. And her dog is going to be a demigorgon. So I just really, truly took over. But what else is new?
Yeah. You are starting to cut out a little bit. Oh. We were doing so
also,
well. We're 17 minutes in before we started having the technological issues. No, you're still talking, but...
Are
you there? We were doing so good. I really thought that my morning was going to offset Donnie's technology issues. Donnie. In the chat, always let me know if it's just on my end. Oh, he's leaving and coming back. Okay. Well, cuties, another great live episode. Thank you for tuning in. As always, the edited version will be up in a couple hours after this, but in the chat while we wait for Donnie, what are you guys being for Halloween? Any ideas? Hi, finally made it to a live show. Well, welcome to the live show tradition of when Donnie's internet goes out. All right, he's back. You seem good.
Okay, let's hope for the best.
Yeah, I was impressed though. We made it like 20 minutes.
Yeah, that's a new record.
Yeah.
So I was just saying that my friend Emily's going to be a waffle. I'm going to be 11. Her dog's going to be a demigorgon at her own party. So, like, I just truly decided my costume last minute and then took over the whole vibe. But what else is new? But let me tell you something I don't like, Chelsea. When I was watching Stranger Things, I was like, oh, should I be 11? I put up a poll. Should I be 11? 4 people voted no. And, like, it was very clear. It was very clear that I had already decided I will be 11. So to those 4, I want to tell you, because some people were shocked by this when I reached out and messaged them and said, how dare you? When you vote on polls on internet, that makes the poll can see who votes for what.
Yeah, but here's where I'm going to push back. I'm not on your side for this one. I don't like...
That's rude.
No, I don't like the putting up of a poll where there is a correct answer. I don't like the putting up of a poll of something you've already decided. I think that a poll should be an earnest, like, I'm debating this thing. Oh, what should I be for Halloween? If you already have the answer, then make it like a little slidey thing with like a little heart emoji and say like, I'm being 11, and then have everybody engage that way. But for you to ask the question and then hunt people down who voted against it, the 4 people down, that's crazy. What happened to living like Beyonce, Donnie?
Well, there was a time when she used to do things like this. This is my Destiny's Child era.
I see.
No, she just doesn't take Halloween seriously enough. She would do this.
But then be Heidi Klum. In October, you can be Heidi Klum, where she's just going to commit to the bit, hire people, and spend 12 hours getting in prosthetics, and she will be a worm. If she had done a poll, I'm sure people would have said, no, please don't be a giant worm, Heidi. And she said, Auf Wiedersehen.
No, I am still gonna do it though. But those four, my eyes on you.
You're going to tag them in the photo when you post it.
Also, I do want to talk about After the Hunt, starring Julia Roberts. I saw it in theaters this week, and I love Julia Roberts, and I love Luca Guadagnino. I know that's not how you say it. Don't bother correcting me. He was the director.
Put up a poll. Is that how you say his name?
He was the director of Challengers. I really do love his work. However, this movie, before I get there, this was the first movie I ever fell asleep during in theaters. And it wasn't because of the movie itself. I was just wearing a hoodie. I was so comfy. It was so dark. It was Alamo Drafthouse, so the seats come up. They served me my food. I ate it and then fell asleep. Luckily, I woke myself up snoring, but it was during the scene where her husband was snoring. So then it felt like surround everybody else involved. Great. But let's talk about the movie itself, Chelsea. You'll notice I didn't put it in recommendations because I feel like there was a lot of things the movie said that I was like, right. Like I really took away. I really appreciated. I really understood where it was coming from. But as a whole, I don't know what the movie was trying to say. And as a whole, I don't know if the movie worked. But like as individual scenes, like I took this scene and was like, oh my God, everything they said, yes, agree. This scene, oh my God, I never thought of it that way. But then when you put all the scenes together, I was like, why was this movie made? What am I supposed to?
I do love this new segment that you've introduced where the last part of your week that you talk about is the movie that you are specifically shouting out that will not be making it to recommendations.
Well, it was still an experience. I think art should have people talking. So here I am talking about it, and if people saw it, please slide in my DMs. Tell me if you think the movie worked as a whole. But I can't, in good faith, say like, "Oh, go see it." Yeah.
Okay.
It was very like anti-Gen Z, and
which you can get on board with. You're like, add a scene about how ugly they are.
Well, that was the problem. They didn't. No, it was just about like how they and. If I take the Gen Z out of it, this is when I was like, oh, I fully agree. There was a lot of parts about like they like to be riled up for no reason. And like they like to go online and just like have the same energy about something real, about anything. And that's when I was like, oh, yes, I agree. Internet culture. But then like, I feel like too many people that weren't Gen Z were involved in the filmmaking of it. So like it wasn't as nuanced as it should have been.
Well, I also would argue that I don't think that that's Gen Z's problem. I think that Gen Z is riled up about shit because we left them with a world that is a dumpster fire and now they're coming of age and they're looking around and they're like, what the hell? I feel like it's other generations that have that like addiction to being outraged. And like if you care about everything, then you're actually caring about nothing. You and I have this conversation all the time with just like the think pieces and dissertation about reality television. And it's like, baby girls, look around, open your door and look what's happening outside your window. We can be excited about Mary Cosby's farts. We don't need to be talking about like how the ozone is being affected because of the putrid gas leaking out of her ass, you know?
I took my phone out, Chelsea, at Alamo Drafthouse. Didn't do. It's against the rules to write in my notes app this one like word that they said. They called it performative discontent, and I was like, I need to remember this.
I love that. I'll be adding that to my lexicon. Let me tell you.
Me as well.
Well, now that you've said that you wouldn't recommend that movie, what would you recommend this week?
Well, the music is alive, just like the hills. Because guess what, Chelsea? When I don't know what the Kristen Bell and Adam, what's his name?
Brody.
Adam Brody. I don't know what their TV show is called, but whatever it is, season 2 came out this week on Netflix. And the soundtrack for it also came out featuring a new single by Selena Gomez. And it is, first of all, the video for it, she like does callbacks to her old own videos. So like she's honoring the greats that came before her, but it's just her. We love to see it. And if that
Very
wasn't
you
enough,
coded. That is
it,
very you coded.
it is. It is. When I was thinking about all the themes for Big Brother 40, I did think one of the nights is going to be a night of 40 Donnies, where you just have to pick one of my best looks from the past and go as that.
I think that's cute.
It is. I'll do it for my 50th.
Great. We've already started the planning process. So, cuties, if you thought that this reign of terror would end in March, I feel like you're in for a rude awakening.
I had a Big Brother 40 stress stream last night where I was 5 hours behind schedule and I truly didn't know what to do. And then if that wasn't bad enough, Chelsea, if that wasn't bad enough, like this, no, but I am ranking what order I want people out. Okay, it is what it is. It's a reality show. And some of the people that I want to make it to the very end were on the block together.
Horrific.
I know.
I haven't
So
had a
then
Big
in
Brother
my head-
40 dream yet, but I know many players have started having
Three
them.
people did, not including myself. This week, this very week, 3 people did. Anyway, the Selena Gomez single on whatever that TV show's called soundtrack. But then Demi Lovato's new album dropped at midnight last night, and it is also so great. She tried her little rock era for a little bit, but now she's back with pop, and I just want to dance the night away.
I'm so happy for you, truly. You and
Thank
I have
you.
very different music tastes. And
Fireball, famously.
well, yeah. But I do feel like you've earned this. All the things that you've been speaking into existence, or maybe the universe is actually smiling upon me that the next time you come over and you put on Vanessa Hudgens' Spotify radio, there will be new songs to add to the lineup, you know?
Oh no, it's going to be Demi Lovato up all night Spotify now.
There we go. Lucky me. I have some recommendations this week. So, me and the girls have been watching shows that are also graphic novels that they've been reading or we've been reading together. So, for any parents or just for any people out there that like graphic novels or new shows to watch, I actually thoroughly enjoyed both of these. But we watched Wandla and we watched the Wolfwalker movie, and they are both also graphic novels that you can read. And then next up on our list is Kipo and The Age of the Wonder Beasts, which we haven't watched yet, so I'll have to report back. But we've been having a lovely time.
Chelsea, when I went on the outline earlier today, because none of mine was in there, so it was like mostly blank, and then just like big keywords that were up, one of which was fireball from earlier, then also all of these words you just said. I thought we were hacked by AI.
When that Amazon cloud thing went down, somebody came in and was like, do, 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 do.
I almost deleted it because I thought none of the things that were on this outline were real words.
Or you thought that I was like being my mom and doing Siri voice to text, and it was just like typing gibberish. So one more reminder, we are actively on YouTube right now as we speak. If you're listening or rewatching the replay, hello, hi, welcome. Join us every Friday at 11 a.m. And you can see my mental breakdowns live in the flesh. If you are on YouTube, can you please like, comment, subscribe, and then hit that bell so that you're notified when we go live, when we post new content. We've been doing fun things over on YouTube, including, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but we have started doing some video episodes for Monday's movie recaps as well. So go over to YouTube, and I think you should be able to also see the video over on Spotify. So check that out too.
Chelsea, normally I don't continue you to answer. Give your insight. From Louis GG, my prison boyfriend, Louis. Hey.
Oh, so they want to know, Chelsea, as a witch, what do you think Big Brother 40 dreams mean? Are they stress dreams or some kind of prophecy? I think that for the people that are having these stress dreams that are not Donnie, I believe they are a true stress dream. I think that Donnie is presenting this as, and I think Donnie's still talking, but he's cut out again. Donnie is, oh, and he's gone. Donnie is presenting this as wow, isn't it a quinky dink that 3 different people had a stress stream in the same week? I would like to provide some context. As much as I do believe in witchiness and the powers that be and serendipity, etc., some context is that Donnie did text the group chat that he started 6 months ago to say, "Hey everybody, Big Brother is in 5 months," and it was eerie. It was ominous. So I feel like the fact that 3 different people had stress dreams this week, there might have been a catalyst for that. I think as far as Donnie, I think that he is just so consumed with thoughts of Big Brother, and we know he doesn't visit Mall World. So where does he go? Big Brother land.
All right, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Besides Big Brother's stress dreams, this week brought us Johnny Depp being cast as Ebenezer Scrooge, Dax Shepard and Kristen Bell in hot water after a super weird anniversary post. Mary Cosby was blamed for a dog's fart. Coleman Domingo was cast as the Cowardly Lion in Wicked. Misty Copeland took her final bow with the American Ballet Theater. And something that's not at all creepy and definitely shouldn't be looked into, Suzanne Summers' widower created an AI clone of her 2 years after her death. Did you see it?
No, I didn't know about this headline until just this moment. Donnie, you know I'm already on the brim. Why would you bring AI clones into it?
It is so ugly. If I was her ghost, I would come back as a ghost because this would give me unfinished business. You think this is a clone of me?
Oh no.
F you, lady.
Is it like a robot? Like it's supposed to like be her?
I don't know. I think it's a robot, but Suzanne Summers clone. I'm looking it up right now. It is truly, and I've watched Suzanne Summers for her whole career.
Yeah.
For Three's Company, for that
Step by
family show
Step.
on TGIF. This looks nothing like she.
Is it like a Madame Tussauds wax museum character? Oh no.
I know.
It kind of looks like Dorit.
It kind of does. I would be livid.
Yeah. So let me just
So
say
that's
it.
her.
I want to just be clear. If I die, I want this clip played. I I do not want to be a clone or an AI reproduction. Just let me be dead, please.
I think I feel the same. If I'm gonna look like that, I feel the same. If you're gonna make me look better than I do, I'm open to it.
Well, it's also, to be clear, we're not putting your brain into this robot. So now it's just besmirching your good name. It's not like you're coming back from the dead.
That's true. Yeah, you're right. Also, not in the chat. He wanted to make it private. Kendrick texted me and said, "Hey, MFR, don't be having tech issues while I'm over here watching." So, Kendrick, I apologize.
Kendrick, get comfy in the chat, but thank you for being here.
Let's get to the headlines.
Sure, let's talk about the Louvre robbery.
Oh, please, yeah.
Because in a world with AI, robots, and Bitcoin and Amazon clouds going down, it is comforting to me that people are finally heeding Kim Kardashian's advice and they're waking up and they're going to work, because these thieves pulled off a daytime heist in 7 minutes, stealing French crown jewels worth $102 million. And if you guys have not seen the footage, they took a ladder, an electrical ladder, they rode up to a window, they cut a little hole like they were a bad guy in Despicable Me. They went through, they disarmed a guard that didn't have any weapons, they took the jewels, they left on scooters, and they got away. And at the time of this recording, have not been caught.
That's brilliant. Also this week, Chelsea, 200 chairs from a restaurant in Spain were stolen.
I saw that, and I do feel bad for those thieves. That is also no small feat for them to be going from restaurant to restaurant, but totally overshadowed by the Louvre.
I know. I am trying to... Never mind.
What?
I'm making people bring foldable tables to Big Brother 40. Do you think that's I get in my head, Chelsea, about what is appropriate to ask friends and not. Do you think I can ask them?
Yes. Donnie, we had this conversation like in real life, not on the podcast. You have the strangest ideas of what is a burden to the people that are coming to Big Brother 40. Because without blinking an eye, you're telling everybody, oh, by the way, Traders theme, get a costume, get a wardrobe. Without blinking an eye, saying like, oh, we're going to be playing for 14 straight hours. But then our friend Amanda offered to bring like her child's ball pit. And you were like, no, 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 that would be too much. And I'm like, Donnie, she already has it. She has all she has to do is put these balls in like a garbage bag. Meanwhile, you I think talked about this on the Patreon this week, but your poor sister's husband tried to come and you were like, well, you can come, but you're going to have to take another car because Callie's taken everything and her car is full. Yeah, so to circle back on all these stress dreams people keep having, there might be a reason.
Okay, but let's talk about the Louvre again. Sorry.
Okay. So I want to pull up from Jezebel.com. They did an article where they said, which piece of stolen Louvre jewelry are you based on your zodiac sign?
Okay.
So I'm going to do Gemini and Pisces, obviously, but this is where anybody who's watching live can have the benefit that you're here in the chat. So type your zodiac sign if you want to hear what piece of Louvre jewelry you are. Okay. So we will start with you, Donnie. Pisces. Oh, Pisces is always at the bottom. Here we go.
I know, last month of the zodiac calendar.
You are the tiara of Empress Eugenie. This tiara looks like something a mermaid would wear, perfect for these imaginative and romantic fish. Pisces also love anything dreamy or ethereal, which is how I would describe this tiara.
Sapphire would whoop my ass if she found out.
She would be pissed. Now, here comes the real... Oh, we'll do Victor. Victor is a Cancer before we get to mine. Cancer, Cancer, Cancer. Ooh, Cancers. The sapphire earring that was taken, because some of these are jewels that weren't taken, which I think is funny. The crab is... The crab... Oh, sorry, Victor. Cancers always are being dragged for filth. The crab is super sensitive and clingy. So, of course, the earring that's separated from its mate is going to be a Cancer. But they love to be sad, so this gives them something to long for and a story to tell for all of eternity. Crabs also obviously love water, and sapphires are blue, so this makes sense.
Oh, you know what? When you're right, you're right.
I love that whenever anybody does anybody that's not an actual astrologist, when somebody does an article about or like memes about different zodiac signs, you can just tell who in their life they hate. They're like, oh, Pisces, a mermaid. Cancer, clingy. Okay. Now, the real reason why I chose this article, Geminis, the leader of the heist. The twins are sharp, quick, and never shut up. I'd fully trust a Gemini to lead an ironclad jewelry heist. But more importantly, if I'm caught red-handed in $1 million museum robbery, I want a Gemini there to talk us out of it because they are literally capable of talking anyone to death. Even more likely is that a Gemini will successfully convince a security guard to let us go while also forming a lifelong friendship in which they eventually ask them to be their kid's godparent.
I agree with the first part.
Okay, we're going to end with Taurus. Because in the chat, let's see if the author of this Jezebel article likes Tauruses, because Cancers are clingy and Geminis don't shut up. Here we go. Oh, a companion piece to Victor. Taurus, the sapphire earring that was not taken. The bull is a dazzling creature of luxurious comfort, known for its strength and determination. So a Taurus would be pissed if it was yanked from its soft, pristine showbox. And I'm 99% sure that the robber felt those vibes from this earring and decided to leave it alone. That's really the only way to deal with a Taurus. When you sense that they're ramping up and readying to put up a fight, just gently back away. You won't win. They're also mostly unbothered by things as long as they're comfortable, so they'll be fine with losing their mate.
Huh. There you go, Louis.
Yeah.
Anything else about the Louvre?
The last thing I will say is people have been online talking about this heist, obviously. Very exciting stuff. And they're saying that this obviously could be an Ocean's 11 movie. Who would you cast if this heist were to come to the big screen?
Mm. Well, since we don't know what anybody looks like, it does help us to make it anyone you want.
Hmm.
So I would definitely have Octavia Spencer.
Love
I
it.
think Minka Kelly should be involved. She seems like she would be good in leather pants. Uh, like a Meg Ryan in a van somewhere. I would like Tom Hanks to be the security guard that gets beat up.
I was so shocked there for a moment, and then that sentence continued. I think that also any of the Muppets. You know, I'm always clamoring for a movie
Mm.
where it's the opposite of any Muppet movie where there's only one person and the rest are Muppets. I really feel like in 2025, we need a movie where it's all humans and one Muppet, never addressed that the other person is a Muppet. It's not a Muppet movie, it's just like Miss Piggy in part of the heist.
No, I think that's brilliant.
But maybe Animal. Oh, it says you stopped recording.
Huh.
So you might need to. Oh, and he's gone again. This is a record. 3 times he's left and come back. Oh, very true. In the chat, Tom Hanks getting beat up as his character from the Da Vinci Code. Yeah, and Victor saying leather pants equals heist attire. I feel like in an Ocean's 11 type, there is. I think Donnie's maybe mixing metaphors a bit with the Charlie's Angels of it all. But oh, imagine that. Charlie the recap or is there a cast? Are they doing a reboot of the Charlie's Angels movies or did I dream that instead of having dreams about Big Brother 40? But imagine Drew Barrymore, Lucy Liu, Cameron Diaz back for an Ocean's 11 heist. Not in character, but just again, Miss Piggy's there, nobody's talking about she's a Muppet. Those three are there, nobody's talking about the fact that they once were Charlie's Angels. I'm worried that Donnie's not back yet. Let me check my phone. Breaking news. Well, I do have a text from my dad telling me that probably those smoke detectors are still going off because they were put in when the house was built, and that was 10 years ago, so they have expired. So they might be chirping all weekend. Hello?
Hello?
All right. I think you're back.
Okay. All right. Great.
Let's get to your headline in case you get kicked off again.
Okay. I was just going to skip it completely, quite frankly, but here we go. Chelsea, I don't need a sleep apnea machine anymore.
Why? What now?
Well, funny you should ask, but it's science.
Okay.
Scientists have
Oh.
tested out absorbed in humans for the first time. The trial proved that this method is safe and paves the way for future studies to see if this technique can help deliver patients with respiratory failure. In 2021, this was effectively tried on pigs and rats, and now that it's tested on humans and a success, humans can breathe through their asshole.
Okay. Okay. You cut out for the first part, so then I only heard the science, and then we did circle back to the thesis statement of breathing through the assholes. So, well, it's only right because people sure have learned how to shit out their mouth with things they say.
Uh-huh. And that's really it. That's my whole article. But if I had the choice, and I know it's for like people that are on ventilators, like if you're in your hospital room, they can put it in there if, for whatever reason your heart clogs or some junk like that. But if I had the option to breathe out of my asshole every day, I would. There would be no sinus issues.
I don't know if you and I are the people who should be volunteering for that because I think that we have enough going on with our IBS. I feel like there could be some complications there, some crossfiring of some various bodily functions and issues.
Or it'll save it. What if that
Yeah,
fixes everything?
it's like instead of meditating and being like deep breath in through your nose, out through your mouth, it's like instead of having diarrhea, you're like, hold on, I just need to take a really deep breath. And then whoop. Huh. Well,
Yeah.
let's move on to cutie of the week.
Okay.
My cutie of the week is whimsy. And I saw an article that just brought me joy. And it was about the floating pumpkin races that happen
Mm.
apparently every year in Oregon. So, a Portland suburb has hosted the West Coast Giant Pumpkin Regatta since 2004, drawing large crowds who cheer on costumed participants as they race around a small human made lake in humongous pumpkins that have been carved out, allowing them to float. And when I say humongous, I mean humongous because
Humongous.
the winner of this event was dressed as Buddy the Elf this year, and they won the race in their 936-pound pumpkin.
Disgusting.
I love it. And I
I mean,
just
it
feel
is
like
cute.
right now the world needs more things like this where somebody can go out and be proud that they were the fastest person in their giant homegrown pumpkin.
And it did look cool to see humans riding in pumpkins because it made me think that everyone is a mouse. You know?
Yeah. Very James and the Giant Peach. I
Oh,
imagined like a
yeah.
sassy little spider coming to be my friend.
My mind went to like Nim. What's that called? Nim. Nim.
Nim?
Yeah, you ever saw those mice? Nim.
What? Oh no, we've had this conversation again. It's like Mouse World or something.
No, Nim. The movie Nim. Nim mice. Nim mice. The Secret of Nim. You never heard of that movie or book?
Never heard of it. No.
Oh, it's like little mice. But I know for a fact they ride a pumpkin at one point.
Oh.
Yeah.
Huh. I
And
have
there's like some
never
kind
heard
of
of that.
bird trying to eat them or something.
Is it like Fern Gully adjacent?
Yeah, kind of. Like dark secret is Nim. Oh.
There's our Oscar. Well, actually, who's your cutie of the week?
Mine is Jennifer Lawrence on the Graham Norton show. Chelsea, you know that I ride the wave of who society tells me what women I can like. And
Mm-hmm.
society's telling me I can like Jennifer Lawrence again, and I'm so glad because she was on the Graham Norton show where she talked about she was just in a movie with Robert Pattinson. I don't think it's out yet officially, but like she was talking about when they're friends now. So he was filming something else that was near her house, and he called her and said, like, can I come over? I'm hungry. And she said, sure, but I'm having a girls' night. We're watching Little Women, but you can come over. But when he came over, girls' night dinner was already done, so she had thrown everything in the garbage. So then when he was in the living room, she went to the she went to the kitchen and scooped stuff out of the garbage and fed it to him, and then he ate it, and then he said and then he said, like, do you have seconds? I'm still hungry. And that's when she just told him the truth and said, like, I do, but it's in the it's in the trash can. So then he went and helped himself like a little buffet.
I love that. Celebrities, they're just like us.
Truly. Now, here is my thing. I assume it was like Chinese food or whatever, and it was like still in the little carton. So, like, she just had to take the box out and get rice and get whatever, General Tso's chicken, and that's fine. But sometimes I like take the dishes, like, if she cooked, I would just scrape the garbage into the trash can. And that's where I say, like, this better not be the case.
That was what I first imagined. Like she cooked chili and what was left in the crock pot went in the trash.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But we'll never know, I guess.
Good times.
I do have one more that is
Okay.
a personal cutie of the week. My friend Callie, who will be a Big Brother 40, not my sister, my friend, started an animal rescue and foster, and it's completely self funded. And she takes donations as well, obviously. But Maeve's House is the name of it, and it is in Mount Vernon, Ohio. And she started it in honor of her foster puppy that is no longer with us. Maeve is her name. But she currently has 11 cats and kittens, and you can follow Maeve's House on Instagram at Maeve's_house or on Facebook at Maeve's House to look if you want to get to know any of these cats and kittens a little better.
That's so awesome.
Yeah. That's
Well,
all.
We somehow made it through the end of this recording. And I have to say, despite technological issues, despite my parents' neighbors who are just walking back and forth outside my window for the past 45 minutes, this show,
Awesome. Good Morning America.
they're holding up a sign that says,
Yeah.
"What is that sound coming from your house?" And I'm going to hold one back that says, "The smoke alarm that apparently has been discontinued and is going to beep all weekend." I got that text when you were logged out, Donnie. But despite all of this, I do have to say the show is magic because I started out with the same vibes as Jamie Lee Curtis at the end of Halloween H2O, and I'm feeling lighter and happier and easy breezy beautiful cover girl.
Well, I'm glad. You felt like her and you look like Sydney.
And on that note, we'll talk to you later. Love you like a sister.